the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade. We carved our names young and naive on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody, soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past the dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and please. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountain might stand tall, but her sin in the rain, it haunts through it all. As the stars peek through the cloak of the night, I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight, in the fading light drifts I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been, in the fading light drifts love's gentle sin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives, in the silence my old soul forgives.
In the shadow of the valley where the weeping willows sigh, found an old oak bed where our love used to lie. Underneath that silver moon where we once danced through July, echoes stir the dust as the stars fill up the sky. Empty bed closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost of scarves left on the post, and the whispers of her voice riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Years have worn the saddle where I once held her so tight. Gravel roads keep leading me back through endless night. The porch lights dimmed as memories start to fade from sight, but her laughter in the rain still cuts like a knife. Empty bed closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost of scarves left on the post, and the whispers of her voice riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love Empty bed closed her eyes, and I whisper to the sky about the love that's passed me by, and the tears I cannot cry. With every setting sun, as the twilight shadows fly, I'll be riding lonesome trails where old cowboys never die. In the heartbreak of the night, with her memory by my side, empty bed closed her eyes. Empty bed closed her eyes.
Out where the oak trees shadow gravel roads, I remember her laughter mingling with the wind. Under the porch light her story unfolds, where the worn out saddles knew all we confessed. Her scarf still dancing in the breeze like it's been. Her goodbye flew with the sunset's dying glow, trailing off where the wild river bends. Left me with echoes of I miss you so, on paths where our worn boot prints refuse to end. The town's aged a year for every night I'm alone. Cabin walls whisper secrets we once shared, dusty windows and a chair overthrown. How the silence speaks in a house that's unprepared. No more laughter in the air, just an empty throne. Her goodbye flew with the sunset's dying glow, trailing off where the wild river bends. Left me with echoes of I miss you so, on paths where our lost boot prints refuse to end. Sometimes the wind brings a trace, a soft sigh, or the rain writes her name on my dusty pane. Each star above a tear from the sky, for the love that rode away won't come again. Her goodbye flew with the crimson clouds up high, chasing the dreams where the old river bends. Here with the shadows under the vast open sky, whispering to ghosts on the trails that never end, where her memory like the river just flows on by. And her goodbye never truly ends. Down where the oak trees meet the dusty bend, I recall the scarf you wore against the wind. Back road sang 'neath the weight of our old Ford, each rut in that gravel a chapter of words we'd stored. Sunset painted stories on your face, whispers of a love time won't erase.
Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back roads sang, my heart did too, under that evening sky fading blue. The porch still creaks at our cabin, worn and old. Every board a tale of the secrets we told. But now the fireplace ashes cold have lain, no warmth within to hold back the night's rain. What once was a haven now just empty space, haunted by the ghost of your tender grace. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back roads sang, my heart did too, in the quiet whispers of a love once true. These boots have wandered far, yet circle back to you. Each dusty mile a verse of love that once was true. Through the rustle of the leaves I hear your voice call, a fleeting echo over the canyon's wall. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts ran, to the dreams we sowed in the soft yielding sand. Back roads sank and so did the light, leaving me with these shadows riding into the night. Back roads sang, my heart forever blue, under the vast eternal sky I shared with you. A slow strum of the guitar fades as the last note echoes like a whisper in the wind, leaving an imprint of a love story that, while ended, forever lingers in the air and the land. Out where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers across the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever doomed, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle, paths have changed, now let's travel. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails, dust to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone the dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever doomed, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts.
feels like tears on my face. Each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild, like the Mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning. My heart's a campfire forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind in the wild yonder, where our dreams are thin. Here by the wheel I stand, I haunt with the quiet whispers. The wagon wheel taunts in the silence. There's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy, his memories, and the wagon wheel haunts.
Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. The scarves you hung on every hook, now just shadows in every nook. Cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced. Now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood, a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze, as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths of solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. What changed was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways in the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls, as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadowlark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance in the oncoming roads. So porch cries, and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view, I find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you.
In the town of Broken Spur, under a bleeding sky, there stood an oak, its limbs like prayers stretching wide. That's where we carved our names in the heart of the bark, where his shadow fell apart as day slipped into dark. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark, in the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the empty cabin's call. Gravel roads hold echoes of his footsteps, that's all. The saddle sits untouched, the reins lay soft and slack. Memories fade like trails, they don't lead them back. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark, in the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Speaks in rhythms on the dusty window pane, telling tales of the cowboy who won't ride through again. In the heart of every storm, amidst the thunder's art, lies the shattered piece of a lonesome, wayward heart. So let the wind carry away the whispers through the rustling leaves. His scarf still tangled in my fingers with dust and shattered dreams. Each sunset a reminder of love's enduring mark on the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. In the whisper of the leaves, where his shadow fell apart. Under the shadow of an old oak tree, where the whiskey carved your name next to mine, we watched the sun bleed into rocky plains, as if the earth knew it cried for twilight time. The wind whispered secrets through the tall grass, your scarf danced like a wildflower dream. There on that porch, time was a gentle pass in a quiet town where love was the theme. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. The trails of tears, the trails of dust, as we drift apart. The memories rust, a whiskey carved where my soul got caught. Now the oak stands alone against the raging storm, our names erased by the hands of rain. The cabin empty, the leather worn along the gravel roads where echoes retain. No laughter under the porch light, just silent shades, the scarf you left, now frayed and torn, each thread a tale of those sweet bygone days, faded like the fabric, weathered and worn. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. Trails of tears, trails of dust, as we drift apart. The memories rust, oh, whiskey carved where where my soul got caught. In the stillness of the night, I feel the pulse of old trails. Every star a step you took away from this fading tale. And the moon, oh the moon, where's your face in its pale light? Guiding my dreams to where love once burned so bright. Oh, whiskey carved my heart, forever marked underneath the skies, where our old love sparks in the quiet of the leaving, in the solace of the dark. Oh, whiskey carved forever, you are my heart's stark mark. Whiskey carved in the soul of this lonely lark.
Out where the oak trees shadow forgotten trails, silhouettes paint the past on gravel, dust, and rails. Underneath the starry skies, where once we lay and dreamed, now just echoes bounce round this broken cabin's beam. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Long gone the laughter that filled the empty air. Your scarf still lies on the saddle, though you're no longer there. The river sings lonesome as it flows by the ridge. Like my heart, it keeps moving past the broken bridge. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Sometimes I think I see you by the willows in the mist, or hear your song in the whispers of the rain's soft kiss. But it's just the wild land and the memories that stay, holding on to shadows as the stars fade to gray. Starry night echoes now just whispers in the breeze, a chorus of what was and the quiet sighs of trees. Here I am, a lone figure neath the vast endless gleam, holding on to dreams where you still dream with me. Starry night echoes, oh how they sing of you and me.
There's an oak tree by the cabin
where our names are carved in jest. Beneath the sky too wide to dream, where the sun cradles the west. That old porch still recalls your boots dancing neath moon's gentle sway. But now it's just a cracked frame house since you walked away. All these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage, where every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming lands you used to grace, like a shadow beneath the sunset since you walked away. Gravel roads we used to wander, now just tracks and beaten dust, each stone a fragment of the dreams we built on trust. Remember how the rain would fall, we'd laugh and say we'd never stray. Now it only paints old sorrows since you walked away. All these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage, where every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming lands you used to grace, like a shadow beneath the sunset since you walked away. By the riverside the willows still weep, they knew your soul, they knew mine. Their leaves whisper secrets of sweet yesterdays lost in time. And the scarf you left, it's threadbare and gray, holds the scent of a love that's decayed, a token of what I can't throw away, a remnant of you that stayed. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind cries through the sage. Every trail's a scar of memory in this lonely, dusty cage. My heart's tethered to the saddle under skies where stars betray, just a silhouette beneath the moonlight since you walked away. Just a whisper in the silence since you walked away. Down by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, we carved our names in the bark so true. The oak tree watched, the sun dipped low on the porch. We swayed, lost in the afterglow. Your scarf danced with the prairie's breath in that wild land. My heart you'd wreathe. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. The long ride cries. Now the cabin stands empty on the ridge. Windows stare like eyes missing their bridge. Gravel roads once walked, overgrown with time's tide, where laughter once echoed, silence now abides. The saddle gathers dust, the reins lay still. Without you this wandering life's lost its will. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cry. On windswept plains the whispers call through the rustle of the leaves. In the fall, in the quiet, your shadow I chase. But all I grasp is the cold, empty space. So the long ride cries. It's a song without end. A heart can't deny what it can't comprehend. With each sunset painted in hues of goodbye, the trail winds on under a vast lonesome sky. Long ride cries. Oh, how my soul still tries beneath the haunting endless western skies. Long ride cries.
Out where the oak tree whispers to the breeze, past Johnson's farm, that old porch calls to me. We dance 'neath stars, your laughter in the wind, those moonlit nights. My heart you'd always win. A scarf you left still hangs upon the rail, its threads as worn as tales this cabin tells. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim. Where your shadow merged with mine, now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. The saddle rests untouched by time's rough hands, but I've roamed far past these wild forgotten lands, where once our dreams like wildflowers freely bloom. Now empty rooms and silence starkly loom. An old path fades where we once walked in stride, under a sky too vast, too deep to hide. Porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim. Where your shadow merged with mine, now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. Sometimes the wind brings whispers soft and low, a hint of songs we sang so long ago. And though I've tried to wander from the past, in every dusk your memory holds fast. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. I'm learning now, some ghosts you never clear. Where once our love lay deep like riverbeds, remains the dust of all that's left unsaid. In twilight's hush, the night takes up your part, sings to the beat of this old weathered heart.
In the shadow of an oak by the creek where whispers play, I first saw Storm, her eyes a wild, restless gray. And she danced 'neath sunsets on gravel roads we lay, shared secrets with the wind in that quiet olden bay. Oh, Storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Years turn like pages in a book worn thin and frayed. Storm scarf still hangs upon that door, never swayed. The porch where we once sat, now silent and decayed. Her absence cuts as deep as the trails we once made. Oh, Storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. From the dust of old roads to the stars we name each night, a cowboy wanders lonesome beneath the pale moonlight. Yet in every whispered pine, or eagle soaring fly, I feel her close as ever, like dust hugging the twilight. Yes, Storm walked away, but her spirit stays in the rustle of the leaves and the old porch creaky lays. I'll keep wandering these trails through the end of my days, for every sunset still whispers sweet memories of Storm's ways. Oh, Storm walked away. Storm walked away. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild ride hides, I first saw her silhouette against the amber tides. Her laughter mixed with wind, playing through the scars, dancing along the gravel paths where our love was carved. Oh, the ride hides secrets in its whisper and sway, memories like dust kicked up then blown away. With every sunset's glow I feel her near, yet as night descends so does my deepest fear. The years have worn the saddles and the porch wood sighs, echoes of her footsteps under stormy skies. The cabin stands empty, the trail's overgrown, where once we roamed freely, now I walk alone. Oh, the ride hides secrets in its whisper and sway, memories like dust kicked up then blown away. With every sunset's glow I feel her near, yet as night descends so does my deepest fear. Beneath the endless
starlight for what once made me whole. The heart's a lonesome traveler through time's relentless grind, holding on to images that I'll never find. Yes, the rye still hides her whispers in the breeze, and I'm clinging to the whispers like the oak to its leaves. In the twilight's mercy I may never understand if it's in my fate to hold her or just her memory in the land.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long and quiet, I found her scarf blue like the prairie sky at dusk. We carved our names on the old cabin's wooden heart, where the porch creaked stories and the wind spoke in hushed tones. And the rain washed away the trails we once rode side by side. Dust settles where our laughter lived in the silence my old heart's denied. Every drop of memory, a day I try to hide. The rain washed away, but not the tears I've cried. Those gravel roads, now overtaken by the wild, lead to the ghost of a garden where laughter bloomed. An empty saddle beneath the weeping willow waits for the fading echo hooves like whispers in empty rooms. The rain washed away the past we once claimed as our own. Dust covers the doorstep of dreams we built to stay under stars now seen alone. Every storm a chapter of love lost and dismay. The rain washed away, but her scent remains. In the quiet town, the old pub still knows my name. Barkeep nods in the glass, a man framed in flame. Did she ever look back, or did the rain cleanse her too? Am I the only keeper of the flame that we once knew? Yes, the rain washed away, softened the edges of my old cowboy ways, but in the folds of my heart, tightly bound she stays. The rain washed away, oh, but not her face. As the sun dips low in the dusk, I pray the rain washed away, but love, that love never fades.
In the shadow of an ancient oak, where whispers dance with the ghostly smoke, I found her scarf beneath the stars, faded blue like old guitars. It smelled of juniper and rain, took me back to where we once lain on a porch of weathered wood, in a sleepy town that understood. Oh, that scarf had listened well to the dreams and tales we tell, wrapped in warmth under frontier skies where love lived true in her emerald eyes. Now the wind carries away each thread like the words I never said, but her memory's a melody that rides the plains forever free. Years have rolled like a restless stream, and that old town's a faded dream, where gravel roads lead to empty homes, and my heart walks dusty lone alone. The oak has withered, lost its might, like my soul come each twilight. No more laughter from the rail, just the echo of her farewell. Yes, that scarf, it listened well to the love we can never quell. Now it's just a tattered grace, lost in the folds of time's embrace, while the sunset bleeds and cries over mountains where my heart lies. Her memory's a melody that haunts the hills endlessly. On the crest where horizons bleed, I unravel every creed. The scarf, the banner of the past, in the endless prairie vast. It's in the quiet of the pines, where solitude forever dines, that I find her whispered sighs. In the land where my old heart lies. Oh, that scarf, it knew it all, every rise before the fall. Now it's fraying at the seams, like the edges of my dreams. As the stars begin to peak, it's her voice in the wind I seek. Her memory's a melody that rides the plains where I'm still free. The scarf still listens on every lonesome starlit night, holding all our lost loves tight beneath the endless wandering skies. Out by the willow, where the creek used to run, found an old cabin, wood bleached by the sun. Carved our names deep in that gnarly oak skin. Her laughter's echo over whispers of wind. Beneath that old porch, hid from midsummer's blaze, her scarf still lies there, lost in the haze. Her voice cries in the canyon tonight, through echoes that dance with the pale moonlight. Her sighs are the wind in the valley so low, where my heart's buried deep in the cold shadow. Oh, her voice cries, and I'm still learning why each sunset's more painful than the last goodbye. Seasons have turned, and that creek's running dry. Gravel roads wind where we once watched skies. The willow's grown old, its branches now bend, like my weary soul at each day's end. That scar frayed and faded, like memories worn in a dusty saddle from a love long torn. Her voice cries in the canyon tonight, through echoes that dance with the pale moonlight. Her sighs are the wind in the valley so low, where my heart's buried deep in the cold shadow. Oh, her voice cries, and these old eyes don't lie. Each sunset's just shadows of her silent inside. If whispers could talk, or old ghosts could walk, would she wander back softly, or vanish like chalk?
On the edge of this earth, where our dreams fell through, the land keeps her whispers, and the sky keeps its blue. Her voice cries in the canyon so deep in my dreams. It's her voice that disturbs my sleep, and I roam these lands tethered to her echo. Her voice cries in the wind and I can't let go. Yes, her voice cries, and I'm bound to follow through fading trails and valleys hollow.
Out on a road where the gravel's worn thin, past the oak tree where our names are carved in. Old cabin shadow under that crimson sky holds the ghosts of your laughter and the tear I never saw you cry. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind. Old scarves in the wind, dusty trails left behind. Each sunset burns just like the kiss we shared on that old porch swing. Oh, how we were unprepared. Now the town's just a whisper where joy once danced free. Empty streets echo footsteps, just my shadow follows me. Saddle's wearing thin from the journey since you're gone. In the silence of the high plains, even the wind sounds forlorn. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, fading past where our dreams were once entwined. Sunsets still burn, but they don't warm me like before. In this quiet town, love doesn't live here anymore. Underneath the wide blue, where the hawks circle and die, I've learned to be alone, learned how memories survive. Like the rain through the dust, washes clean the sorrow's trace. Yet in every drop, seems I find some echo of your face. Memory bleeds, oh, it's the heart's ceaseless cry. Under vast skies, where old passions never die. Yet each sunset that burns, in its fading light I see the beauty of letting go. Though part of you stays with me. And the wind whispers low, a ballad of the breeze. Memory bleeds, oh, memory bleeds. in the shadow of the oak where we first met, under skies that paint the guilt of my regret. The breeze whispers through the grass, a soft and sorrow duet, as the sun dips low where my heart's sun forever sets. Oh, sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, carrying memories where wildflowers once flowed. The porch still creaks, but it sings no more for you. Scarves you left behind faded now from red to blue. Rain taps the window like the tears we never knew. In the dust of empty rooms I trace the life we outgrew. Oh, sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, mourning echoes in the wind through the oaks bestowed. And here I stand, a lone figure stretched in fading light, a silhouette wrestling the ghosts of you at night. My saddle worn, my heart torn from this ceaseless fight, to find peace in the twilight, in this endless plight. Oh, sunset sleeps and I whisper to the stars unseen of a love that haunts my trails in the places we have been. And though I roam forever between the spaces in between, in every setting sun your shadow dances on the green. Oh, sunset sleeps, my love, I am forever bound to the echoes of your voice in the quiet all around. And each night falls softly without a single sound, but in my cowboy heart your memory is profound.
Out where the oak trees shadow gravel lanes, I recall the soft whisper of your name. Underneath that broad brim, wind spoke through your hair. Ghosts sank the cabin, our love declared. But now the porch swings alone, creaks a mournful tune. Sunset bleeds like my heart lost your love too soon. Every stir of the dust, every shift of the sand speaks your name in this vast lonesome land. The trails we once rode, now overgrown and faint, where wildflowers mask the scent of our queens. The rain on the roof, a symphony so harsh, echoes through empty rooms where shadows march. The porch swings alone, sings a mournful tune. Sunset bleeds like my heart lost your love too soon. Every stir of the dust, every shift of the sand carries your voice across this desolate land.
bells lay untouched, the leather's gone dry. Your scarf in the drawer left behind a light. Does the wind know your touch? Does the oak still dream of our whispers that flowed like a mountain stream? Now the porch swings alone with a sorrowful croon. Stars watch like silent eyes under the cold moon. Every stir of the dust, every wail of the night wind holds you close in the ghost sing where love never ends. So I sang to the stars over old ghost sank, where memories echo and my heart sank in the silence of the night with the ghost of your smile. I'm adrift on this trail just for a while.